The litany of teeth. They told them not to listen, not to the whispers under the artillery, not to the wet chewing sounds in the walls of the trench, not to the prayers that came from mouths that were already buried. Captain Issac had memorized all of the correct prayers. He recited them now as he walked the line, boots sinking into mud that pulsed faintly under his weight. "Blessed be thy flesh that endures," he muttered. Something beneath the duckboard shifted in response. "Don't stop speaking," said Sergeant Carl. He never looked at Issac when he spoke anymore. None of them did. It had started 3 nights ago, when the rations began to scream. At first, it was dismissed as rot, spoiled meat, gas exposure, nerves. But when Private Lynn dragged one of the tins into the open and split it with his bayonet, inside was not meat. It was teeth, packed tightly, human, animal, some too long, some too small, all wet, and all chattering. They burned all of the rations. The smell made 3 men claw their own throats open, trying to get away from it, to survive long enough to start chewing. "Keep the prayers going," Carl repeated, "even if you think you are alone." Issac reached the end of the trench. This was wrong. There wasn't supposed to be an end. The trench line was mapped, measured, blessed. It ran for miles, but here, it just stopped. It wasn't collapsed or destroyed. It was just finished. Like something had taken a bite out of it. Beyond it was complete and utter darkness. It wasn't night, nor shadows. It was something thicker, something that swallowed the sound of the guns behind him. And from that dark came a voice. It was soft, familiar. "Issac?" He froze. That voice had been buried a year ago. "You didn't finish the rites," it said gently. "You left me in the ground with my mouth open." His throat tightened. "Anna?" She stepped forward, or something did, wearing her shape like a memory that had gone bad, so very wrong. Her jaw hung too low, teeth pressed outward against her lips, as if there was too many inside of her mouth. I was so hungry, Issac," she said. "They all were." Behind her, shape shifted, rows of them. People he knew, people he had buried, all standing side by side, all breathing, all smiling with mouths that did not close properly. I gave you the words," Issac whispered. I said the prayers. I sealed the earth. You sealed nothing. Her voice cracked open. Something else spoke through it. You fed us. The ground beneath the trench buckled. The duckboard split. Hands pushed through, not reaching, not grasping, but feeling, mapping, learning the shape of the living. They told you to pray, Anna said, and you did. She smiled, such a wide smile, a non-human smile. They never told you who was listening. Issac tried to speak, to pray, but something was wrong with the words. They came out wet, thick, chewing themselves apart before they left his mouth. The others in the trench had stopped speaking. Carl stood frozen, staring at his own hands. His fingers were fusing together, knitting into something blunt, something made for crushing. Don't stop, Issac tried to say, but Carl was already lifting his hands to his mouth, and he began to chew. The sound spread all along the trench. Men biting their fingers, their hands, each other, and not one of them was screaming. No pain echoed. The only sound that came through was chewing. Anna stepped closer, up into the trench, up into him. Her breath smelled like the inside of the ration tins. You feel it now, she whispered. The hunger they put inside of these prayers. Issac fell to his knees. His stomach twisted. Not pain, but recognition. He understood. The prayers had never protected them. They had marked them, seasoned them, prepared them. You made us holy, Anna said. Her jaw split wider, too wide. Now we make you useful. Something broke inside him. Not bones, nor his mind. Something deeper, something that had believed. Issac opened his mouth, and the first tooth fell out, then another, and another, each one hitting the mud with a soft, eager sound. Around him, the trench dissolved. Men sank into it as it softened, turning the earth into something like flesh. The walls pulsed, contracted, digesting. The last thing Issac saw before the dark closed over him was the trench itself, closing its teeth. The next morning, reinforcements arrived. They found the trench intact. It was silent, empty, except for the rations. They were neatly stacked, unopened. One of the new men picked up a tin, shook it, and then frowned. From inside came a soft, eager chattering, and far below the battlefield, something vast and patient kept chewing.